Hey, what's up, guys? It's Josh.
And Cadence. This is our second day of our first ever trip to Disneyland.
We hope you enjoy. Get it, guys? Yeah. Thank you for your service. Must be having an emotional whirlwind. Right? But yeah, surprisingly, not too busy in that parking lot.
That's like the
Wow. Lindsay, look behind us. No, like turn.
That's the carpet.
It will never get lost in noise.
We have to tell everybody that we finished the roller coaster.
We did it. First roller coaster of our lives.
Ever. Both of us.
The Incredicoaster. And it was, what'd you think? Hey, what'd you think?
It was awesome.
Yeah, I had a lot more fun than I expected, so more to come.
as a hunter. You see purpose in me truly. I will not get lost again. I will not get lost again. It will never get lost in noise. Seeking the truth in noise. So strange it sounds, like a border to an illusion. You see purpose in me truly. I will not get lost again. I will not get lost again.
Everyone.
Wow. Go all the way around, bud.
Great, you're gonna be right here. Who's my second builder? Okay, you're gonna be right next to him right here. Who's my third builder?
This one.
All right, you're right here. Who's
Your
my
favorite
fourth?
number.
You're right there.
There we go. Well,
Next
one.
builder.
Part
Next
of it.
builder. Next builder. You. Happy birthday. Who's my next builder? Right here. Next builder. Wonderful. You are right here, Yantin. And you are right here. You are right here.
So exciting. You better.
Welcome.
Let's go back.
Welcome, builders, to the workshop. My apologies for my behavior outside, but with the presence of the first builder in town, things have been very tense. I needed to make sure that you were the ones we were looking for. But you're here now, so take a look around. I know there's not much to see. There's just a lot of junk and clutter, and maybe some dust. But for us, this is home. Today with me I have Adam and Kelly. Now there's Seneca. My name is Carlos, and humbly we call ourselves the Gatherers. We as Gatherers have been in many places of the galaxy, from war-torn planets to forgotten outposts, in search of these metals and ancient relics, precious cargo. And everything that we find out there, we bring back here for all of you. If a stormtrooper were to walk in here, we hope that they only see junk and clutter and dust. But for us who want to know, these pieces mean more than that. We as Gatherers believe in preserving our past in order to ensure our future. Builders, as you saw out there, we are in troubled times. And perhaps you have heard the stories of the Jedi, one like Luke Skywalker, yes?
Yeah.
And there's a new Jedi. Anyone know her name?
Ray.
Yes, our spark of hope. And she has answered the call, and so have you. And that's why you're here today. But you're here for one more reason. You're here to build this. The lightsaber. The lightsaber is beautiful and enigmatic. To build a lightsaber, it's a form of art. It has been held by the greatest of the Jedi and the darkest of the foes. It is a reflection of its builder. It is a direct connection to the Force. And today, builders, you will be able to feel that connection. And it all starts with this. The Kyber crystal. The Kyber crystal is the heart of the lightsaber. The color of your crystal will determine the color of your blade. It harnesses the energy of the Force and it magnifies it. In our workshop, we have 4 different crystals for you to choose from. We went through all that together. We'll start with this one. Blue. Once held by Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, his apprentice Anakin Skywalker, and now Rey. Green. Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Master Yoda himself, and Luke Skywalker. Violet. Rare and beautiful.
Mace Windu.
Once held by Master Mace Windu. And red. Red is the crystal of power. Darth Maul. Darth Vader. Asajj Ventress. And now, Kylo Ren. But enough about the past.
Cadence.
Builders, today is about you, our future. It is your time to choose your crystal. Builders, please, close your eyes. Close your eyes. No peeking, you can see it. With your eyes closed, what color do you see? Which crystal is calling to you? Think about the color of your blade. Builders, please, open your eyes and take your crystal.
What? Blue. I'm gonna do blue. Let's do blue.
Do you see yours? Do you see yours?
Thank you.
Do you see yours?
Let me see. Let me see.
I thought this was a green pop for a
No,
second.
no, hold it, hold it.
Do you see yours?
It's blue.
Really cool. Did you see held up to the light? It turned blue. Hey, look, let's look at it right here. Look at that. That's our crystal.
Are you
Let it-
pretty happy with what you made though?
This one?
Because it's yours.
Oh yeah, we let her pick everything. Is that the one, all the pieces you wanted? Good? She wants you to be sure.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, may I see it? I can take a look, make sure everything's all good. There we go. Alright, sweetie. So this is your activation, okay? Exactly. Push it up to activate, alright? And down to deactivate. Nicely done. Let me get these out of your way.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Look at Cadence. Everyone's making their lightsabers.
Yeah. Take Are you switching plates?
Just a little tip for next time. If you just loosen up the grips,
Nicely done.
We did it. Who's my friend?
And then placing your hilts inside the crystal stabilization chambers. Again, very dangerous. And it requires a lot of training. And
There's your
attention.
saber.
We don't want any more accidents, right? Sam?
Right there. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it, right?
that's don't bring it up here.
All right, now move here. Move here.
We don't want to see any dazzling explosions anymore.
Jurassic Park.
Alright, let's see. I think we're safe now. Alright, brothers. Next step is to make
With many pups you began. With the heart of the saber they are joined,
Listen.
much more they will become. It is time.
Master Yoda, the Force must be strong with you builders. And yes, it is almost time to forge the bond between Builder and Saber.
Listen,
In a
listen.
moment, I will ask for all of you to step forward. Place your hands on your hips, and together,
Go over here.
we will activate.
Get on my other side.
Builders, please, step forward.
Step forward, bub.
Place
Wait.
your hands on your hips.
Yeah.
Activate.
Whoa! That is awesome.
Raise your lightsaber.
Pull your lightsaber up. What? That's
You
rad.
have built a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Who came before you?
Huzzah!
And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a spark. Builder space deactivate your sabers.
Deactivate it, Bubba.
Complete your lightsaber is. Choose your path it cannot, but like your way, it can. May the Force be with you.
May the
Thank you,
Force.
Master Yoda. And thank you, builders, for allowing us to be part of your journeys. The lightsabers you built are as unique as each and every one of you are. And builders, in your hands, you hold remarkable power. And remarkable power should not be dropped on the ground.
Ha!
For your saber's protection, we're pleased to present to you with a saber sheath as you depart. Sadly,
Ooh.
our time together has come to an end.
Look at me.
But your journey is just beginning. It is your time to leave your mark on the galaxy. Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be here telling all of your stories. Tell the Spire!
Inspire. Well, hot damn. My kid's lazy. Yay. Dad. Dad. Hey. I just wanted to call you a nerd, that's all. Alright, I love you. as you can see, guys, we had an incredible second day. It was a lot of fun. One thing I forgot to record was Soarin' Over California, which they just apparently reopened recently there. That was a really fucking cool ride. A lot of fun because the little ambiance things. So, like, you know, you're going through the forest, flying through the ride, and, like, you get this smell of pine trees, or you get, like, the wind, or, you know, the smell of the ocean, stuff like that. That was a really cool ride. That was actually my dad's favorite ride for the entire trip, was Soarin'. Which was a lot of fun, and with the Max Pass, the wait wasn't very long at all. We actually ended up hitting that. I think that was we pretty much, when we got to California Adventure, we went down the, I don't remember what Main Street is called there, but it has a street name. But you go down the street, and we went to like a little cafe on the right to get Cadence like a pastry, and her mom got a coffee and stuff like that, and then we went right over there to Soarin'. So it was pretty quick. It didn't take too long. After that, we went over to the Grizzly Peak rafting ride. Once again, Max Pass is amazing. It's like a 4-minute wait. It was super fast. And so we get all the way to the end and did the giant big, you know, splash down into the, you know, the end of the ride. And I didn't get that wet. Like, I wanted to get a little wet because I knew it was going to be hot that day, but I just didn't get very wet. And Cadence and her mom got pretty wet. Like, they were pretty soaked. And I was sitting there, and right after we hit the dip and we're coming around the little circle at the end, I go, man, I didn't really get wet at all. And then this thing, like, spout, like, shoots water up, and it just goes directly on me, and I was like, I deserve that. And then everyone laughed at me, which was hilarious. So that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that ride. Pixar Pier itself is super pretty. It's the atmosphere there, and just how pretty it is, the way they laid everything out is awesome. During the day, you feel like you're at the beach, you know what I mean? You're cruising along the boardwalk at the pier. And they have this interesting little area off to the side that's kind of like it's like a mix between Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco and Cannery Row in Monterey, and like it's definitely a NorCal kind of pier wharf thing off to the side there at Pixar Pier. And then Pixar Pier itself is just awesome. You know, as you can see, like, the cool artwork they have everywhere and all the rides. Once again, Disney's attention to detail is second to none. So that was a lot of fun. The swings, the Silly Symphony swings, were really cool. Way better than Six Flags version. Six Flags Discovery Kingdom up here in NorCal. The Six Flags one, you're in like this kind of cooped up spot where it's not like, you don't feel open and free like you do in the Silly Symphony swings, where it's like this giant elevated open area. You feel like crammed, and so it's not as enjoyable, and it's easier to get dizzy and things like that. I felt really open for that ride. That was a lot of fun. Cadence and I went on our first roller coaster together. The last time we went on a roller coaster, I was like 8 or 9, younger than Cadence, and it was a small roller coaster, but like I didn't know how to breathe. It messed me up, and I went to a doctor, and they were like, yeah, it's just like it's a fear reaction thing, but you know, it's kind of, I can't really tell you how to get over it. It's not really possible, so your stomach will tighten up and it will be hard for you to breathe. So he told me just to kind of like avoid him, and I just never went on him. And then my girlfriend Emily suggested to scream. She said, just scream, and it will help you breathe. You know what I mean? Like, you're exhaling really long when you scream, and so it gives you that opportunity that when you're going through the fast part or the scary part or whatever the case may be, you take that long scream, and then by the time you're done, you're able to breathe in again, and it makes it easier to circulate your breathing. And so we got on that Incredicoaster, and it was fucking awesome. It was so fun, and I'm so mad at myself for waiting, you know, not 32 years, because, you know, 8 or 9, but you know what I mean, a long amount of time, 20-something years, 21 years, to enjoy rides, because now I want to try all of them. So I'm definitely going to be trying more. Cadence too. Cadence had a blast, and one of those attention to details. It wasn't just a coaster. It's like it's a coaster, but at the same time, it's like an experience, because you're going through, and it's like the whole thing is they have a storyline behind it. So as you're going up, they have all these little monitors that are telling you, oh, Jack's missing, and we got to find him, and so on and so forth. And so the whole thing starts as, you know, you're sitting there, and then Dash says 3, 2, 1, go, and you launch, and obviously it's Dash, so you're gonna go like shoo, you know, and so you blast off, and you're going hella fast, obviously, and you hit the first, you know, up, and you go through this tunnel, and you see Dash like running through, and then like the next tunnel, you see Violet putting up like a protective thing to stop Jack from hurting himself, and then you go through the next one, and it shows Elastigirl like stretching out, and Jack running up her arm out of her way, and she's like, I got him, oh no, he got away. And then at the very top, you see Mr. Incredible with a cookie, because that's Jack's thing, and he's like, all right, Jack, cookie, and you smell chocolate chip cookies in the air, which is awesome. It was like, and it's funny because you go up and you're like, is that cookie? Ah! And you go right back into the next part. Really awesome loop, which I didn't realize. It actually goes right around the Luxo ball, which is in the middle, you know, the little like classic Pixar ball that's been in a bunch of their movies. The loop goes right around that, and I didn't notice that until after. So that was cool. Just so much fun. And then you get to the end, and it has, you know, Edna got him, no problem. Auntie Edna has him, darling. Gives him a cookie and all that stuff. It's super, super cool. So we get off the coaster, and, you know, we head up to find some food. So we end up finding the Lamplight Lounge, and the Lamplight Lounge was pretty much our favorite restaurant there. Obviously, after our Blue Bayou experience, it wasn't the best. Lamplight Lounge was amazing. They were so hospitable. Service was fantastic. The food was pretty damn good too. We really enjoyed the atmosphere. The atmosphere is amazing, because you're kind of you know, you go upstairs is actually where the entrance is. So you come in and talk to people and put in your name. When you go to the restaurant, you go downstairs. And I believe this, from what I was told and what I paid attention to, it used to be called Ariel's Grotto, but they changed it to the Lamplight Lounge. So you go downstairs and you go in, and you're just right on the water. So it's just like, it's super cool, really chill, nice vibe. Really, really enjoyed that. We got, I got some deviled eggs with like this crisp piece of cheese in it. Bruh. Super good. Cadence and I shared a sushi roll, but because I work at a Japanese place that's really good, I'm super spoiled. So the sushi roll was okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything to write home about. But it was still good. I enjoyed it. Then after that, Cadence and I left to go back to Batuu, Galaxy's Edge, to make our piece of scrap metal. So that lightsaber experience was arguably my favorite experience there, to be honest with you. It was just stellar. The atmosphere you're in, you know, it's like I said before, it's the little things. It's them saying, oh, this many credits, that kind of stuff. When I paid for the lightsaber, the woman goes, you know, it'll be this many credits, da, da, da. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I, you know, swipe my card and all that. And then she goes, she notices we're all hot, because we're all sitting there waiting our turn to go in with our yellow pass. It's our special pass, right? Adds to the atmosphere. And Cadence was like, oh, cool, yellow pass. We have our own pass thing. So it was cool. And we're sitting there, and it's warm. And so the woman goes, oh, where are you from? And we said, oh, we're from, like, San Francisco area. And she goes, I've heard of this planet. And so obviously they're, like, perfectly in character. And they're like, only one sun there, right? We have 3. She goes, oh, it's a little hot here, so we're just glad you're here hanging in. And so it was really cool. And then we get in there, and like little things, you know, where, you know, Savi, it's his workshop.
My name is Carlos.
Talking about each crystal, and the ceiling lights up that color. And then when it gets to the Sith one, the red one, it's like ominous, and the music changes. And the woman who helped us, I obviously didn't get to, I don't remember her name. I believe you said Wendy.
Kelly.
But the woman that was directly in front of us helping us was amazing. She was super sweet, super helpful, super great with Cadence. Really added to the experience and made Cadence feel powerful, and made Cadence feel like she's becoming a Jedi, you know what I mean? And she said, we don't normally come over to take pictures, but I'll make an exception. And so she came over and came around and, you know, took a picture with Cadence, which was really sweet and I really appreciated. And then we, you know, walk out. But when you're walking out, they give you this cool lightsaber sheath, so obviously it doesn't break. You don't waste that money. So we walk out, and it's like a secret door. It's a door I've been walking by Galaxy's Edge the whole time and never noticed, and it just goes choo choo, and I was like, what the fuck? So that was really cool. Then we went back to Pixar Pier to California Adventure, and we got a quick second to, there was something Cadence wanted to get from the Pixar store that's right next to Lamplight Lounge. Can't remember what it was off the top of my head, but she got her little thing, and the Pixar artist was there. You know, Cadence loves art. She's a great artist, and she works really hard at her art, and so I wanted her to see that this is something she could do if she really wanted to and put her mind to it and enjoys her art. And the guy was talking to her, and she was talking to him, asking him questions and stuff, so that was really, really cool. We got on that Toy Story ride, the like shooting ride, like you pull this ball and it fires and it's like on screens and it's really cool. Cadence, her gun didn't work, so like I could fire like rapid speed, like boom, and then she could only fire, like she would pull it as fast as I was pulling, but it would only fire like one shot every second and a half or so. So she couldn't really fully enjoy that ride, which is why her score you guys saw was kind of lower, was because she couldn't really fire, which sucked. And we told them, and they pulled that card out to fix it. But overall, it was a really good experience on that ride, too. We enjoyed that. My dad and Cadence's mom went on that ride, too. So they were, like, it's like two carts, and two people come in here, and then the cart here, and then two people come in here. And so you're kind of, like, back-to-back, and you spin. That was really, really fun. Just a quick thing on the wildlife at Disneyland is nuts. Like, you see, we saw a really awesome hummingbird. You're seeing ducks, you're seeing, like, there's a lot more, like, flying awesome, huge, like, beetles flying around. There's all sorts of wildlife. It's like its own ecosystem. It's crazy, but it's really, really cool to see that, like, nature mixed in with everything. It adds a nice little spice to everything. We went to Cars Land. Cars Land was super, super cool. I really like, once again, as I keep saying, the atmosphere. It was just so cool to see everything to scale. And, like, little things like when you went to the Cozy Cone Motel, chili cone queso. Get a, what was that? I think it was cone dog, a chili cone dog instead of corn dog, like little extra things. Luigi's tires, that was really cool to see the like giant tire tower. That was awesome. And then when you go further in over by the Cars ride, you just see this awesome canyon looking stuff that's just super gorgeous. And obviously a lot of work went in because that is man-made. It is not a real canyon, so it's just crazy. Day 2 went really well. It has been in the books, but now you guys got to see it. So thank you guys so much for, you know, taking some time and seeing what we did. We really appreciate it. Cadence really looks forward to seeing people watching these, and, you know, she likes adding her spin to things. That's why she said, we got to show people we went on the coaster and tell them about it. And so, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Be safe.